How's it going, everybody? Desir here, and we're doing our Dark Dimension video. We're currently on Node 9, which is the second Cosmic node. We was able to one-shot the previous node, and we're going to aim for the one-shot on this one. Now, as I did say in the previous video, be on the lookout for those new Annihilation characters. Thanos Endgame and Gore definitely look to be locks as far as characters that you want to look at for this section. One of those characters is going to be Bio, the other one is going to be Skill, which I think are great to have in this Cosmic section, so that way you're not stocked up too much on those Mystic characters. But let's go ahead and take a look at the current characters I'm currently using. Now my current team is the Eternals, Kang, Vol, and Photon. Now if I were to actually bring Thanos Endgame and Gore into here, I would actually drop Sersi and Photon first. Then after that I would look at dropping Ikaris as the last one. The main reasons, just because of the new stats that these characters are coming out with, it's going to make it much more difficult for Ikaris to get that double tap. But let's go ahead and start Node 9 and see if we can get this one shot. Now our cooldowns are a little bit off, and this actually took quite a few resets to get the motion down as far as who I want to target and when. The Black Bolts on here make it very difficult, mainly because the burps and the permakills that Black Bolt brings makes it to where we can't actually get the revives from Vol when we end up using the ultimate, so we actually had to control the wave and then do our damage to Black Bolt as you see here. We end up putting slows on the right side of the field, and then we tunnel down the Black Bolt, so that way when the following wave drops, there's going to be a Green Goblin Classic down there, and another Black Bolt. However, you always want to be aware of the rogues that's going to be on here, mainly because they're able to use their specials, which is going to lock you down, or do the stuns. So those are going to be the two main targets whenever you end up seeing these characters in the wave. So once we got rid of that Black Bolt, we end up focusing down that rogue. The following wave ends up dropping, and again, we're going to have to try to do some control. We want to save that Photon special for this wave, so that way we can put blinds out there on the Green Goblin Classic, so that way he doesn't do those pings to us and ruins our day. Once the control is down, we always want to try to focus down the Black Bolt as you see here. So right here you did see that Sersi used the ultimate, she got that nice turn rewind out there, and then Ikaris was actually able to get a double tap, which is fantastic. So as you saw there, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go towards that Green Goblin Classic, or try to do a little bit more damage to the Black Bolt. Kang was able to do that ultimate, so he got another turn rewind out there, and he got that extra hit on the Green Goblin Classic. Right now, Black Bolt's kind of far away from his turn, so we were trying to focus down the Green Goblin Classic. We got the Green Goblin down, and another Black Bolt ended up coming down. So we worked on the new Black Bolt, and we were able to kill the old one that was already on the field. Now you do have to be careful of these Green Goblin ultimates, because when they end up using their special like you see there, they will actually do quite a bit of damage to you. So we did lose Photon, however, we're able to revive Photon because she wasn't permakilled by the Black Bolt. Now as you saw here, Sersi did have her special up, so we did use that as a control mechanism that we could actually throw on the Black Bolt. Since the Black Bolt is stunned, we're able to kind of pick and choose who we want to go at right now. We're still going to do a little bit of damage to this Black Bolt, just to make sure that he's going to get killed off. So there, once we got rid of the Black Bolt, we're able to focus down these Green Goblins, and now we can build up our cooldowns on these Bionic Avenger characters. Now that we got this Bionic Avenger wave cleared off, we have all of our cooldowns prepped, the following wave came down, and there's a Bishop, there's also a Rogue on here. Now we do have to be careful of these PIM characters, such as the Ghost, and the Wasp, and the Yellow Jacket that you see on the right side of the field. They do get extra bonuses for being in Dark Dimension, so right now, we're working down the Bishop, there's a Black Bolt over there, and a Rogue. Vol's turn came up, we did end up using the ultimate, so we were able to bring back the Kang and the Photon. We did quite a bit of damage with that Drain as well, and now we're going to tunnel down this Black Bolt, and then switch over to try to work down those PIM characters. Now we did get this timing perfect. Icarus was able to use his ultimate and we were able to get that double tap. There's 7 characters left on this wave right now, so there's another Green Goblin Classic, there's that Black Bolt, a Gambit, and a Rogue. So there are some pretty big threats out there. We were able to get the stun on the Rogue, and we're going to use King's Special so we get some slows out there. That was able to also kill the Gambit, and when Vol's turn did come up, we were able to use a special, so we did get an exposed mechanic out there, so we can try to get some more ability energy back to Vol. So there we were able to get rid of the Black Bolt and the Rogue. Now the only threat that's really on here is going to be that Green Goblin Classic. King was able to use his ultimate, and right here Green Goblin Classic was able to use his ultimate, so that did do some pretty significant damage to us, as you see right now. So we were lucky that we were able to farm enough ability energy back to where Vol could use their ultimate. We was able to get Photon back, and now this wave is pretty much cleared. So we were able to one-shot both the Cosmic Nodes with this team. So as you see, I did end up doing about 276 million points of damage. I was easily able to one-shot both of these Cosmic Nodes with my current team. Now, even if I end up taking more time by bringing in that Thanos Endgame and Gore, I definitely think it's worth it just because of the value that they're going to bring outside, and Photon and Cersei, I think you can kind of keep them where they're at. After completing both of the Cosmic Nodes, my current rank is 777. I'm still pretty happy as far as the progress I'm making, and it really feels like once you get done with that Cosmic section, the resources that I needed to get into the Legendary and Mythic section really didn't feel as bottlenecked as I thought. By the time this section was done, I already had 2 of my Legendary characters done, I had the third one very close to being done, and as far as the Mythic section, I already had Apocalypse and Super Skrull done. So by the time this section was done, I only need to farm up gear for 5 characters, and I was able to really disperse on who I wanted to take where. I do feel as far as the resources I did for the gear and the trait requirements was actually pretty good. Even though I had 3 Mystic characters in that Cosmic Node, I really didn't use many Mystic characters in the previous sections. The only one I took was Spider-Man Noir, so I felt really good about that. So I would say that's the one takeaway I want you guys to learn from this is try to manage your resources and manage your trait requirements in these sections to where you really disperse it out. If you did end up finding this useful, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.